For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. D.A., take it away.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Smitty, we have great athletes on the floor in this one. Shouldn't be any shortage of some highlight reel type plays.
Yeah, this game, nobody will make my segment under the rim. Smitty's under the rim. Everything will be above the rim tonight. I'm excited.
Now the Lakers starting group. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. Now here's Rondo. Poke loose. Shot clock at 5. Holiday goes in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
And a wide open look for James. Goes back up, and it's Davis laying it in.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Pass to Williamson. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Rondo passes to LeBron. First quarter, just over a minute played. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
First one falls for him.
What is there to say about LeBron that hasn't been said? One of the all-time greats who can completely carry a team.
And both free throws good for LeBron. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's New Orleans now. Here's Holiday. And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
That one good for 2. Here's Ball. The pass to Favors. He dishes it to Holiday. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Right there you see Holiday's toughness. Gets hit, able to maintain body control, finishes the play.
LeBron outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ball feeling it out a bit. Over Rondo. Ball with the bucket.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
James, that's a two-pointer, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Ball finds Favors. Ingram against James. Again, the Pelicans score.
And this is Alvin Gentry's fourth stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, let's get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league, a decade coaching in college, worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Kuzma outside. Here's Davis. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to James. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 6.
They're at their best when LeBron pushes. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
Ball against Rondo. Over in the corner, Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. He has 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
LeBron outside. Shoots over Ingram. And LeBron James gets it to go.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. We saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to hit more of that. And also, I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season starts, just to reinforcing and stating the rules.
Big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Williams comes in for Williamson. Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. To the right side. Ball, the pass to Hart. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 5 on the clock. Williams for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
James finds Caldwell Pope. Here is Cook. Back to LeBron. Passes it to Cousins. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And here's Redick. Over in the corner, Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 6 points for Williams.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8. Kicks it to Cousins. Caldwell Pope feeling it out of it. From deep. Pelicans pull it in. Outside, Redick. But Trey That shot missing. And so it's New Orleans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So the Lakers 5 right now. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Caldwell Pope. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Here's Hart. That one doesn't go. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, the suitors didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another 1-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise caliber player.
And don't kid yourself about Cousins. He has the ability to see the whole floor, and he's willing to share the wealth.
Here's Alexander Walker. No points in the game yet for him. He kicks to Reddick. Knocked away. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Cook looking it over. Pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Now the pass to Daniels. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. New Orleans leading by 3. Alexander Walker passes to Reddick. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Avery Bradley pulls it in. Lakers trail by 3. Here is Cook. The dish to Daniels. It's good. This game is all even. Daniels has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. New Orleans with the ball. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Well, and lately we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts, player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of that?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
Big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Williamson comes in for Kenrich Williams. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Holiday in for J.J. Redick. And then for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Cook. Holiday gets the bucket.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Now here's Rondo. It's deflected. Ingram outside. Good on the three-point shot. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
What a phenomenal pull-up jumper from Ingram. Forcing the D to honor his quickness and then making them pay with that sweet stroke.
Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Cousins. And it's Green in for Daniels. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's Kuzma top the key. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Here's the teardrop. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Anthony Davis. Holiday against Bradley. Pass the ball. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use. And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
James checked in for the Lakers. Now here is Holiday. 6 points for him. Passes it to Williamson. Back to Holiday. The feed to Favors. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Favors has got 4 points this quarter.
He's had an NBA body from day one, and Favors knows how to carve out space.
Here's Rondo, and the rejection by Favors.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
54 seconds left here in the second. James outside. Taken away by Holiday.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Absolutely, but at the same time, you want to get a good shot.
And we're not used to seeing a big man like Williamson move like this. Puts defenders in a bind. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. No luck that time either. Lakers trail by 7. To the paint. Ingram with the steal. Here's Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And it's 8 points for Drew Holiday.
And Ball is an incredibly gifted passer. Just excels at getting his guys going.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. The reverse. And LeBron with the nice bucket inside. James has got 10.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Holiday with it. Over Caldwell Pope. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
We know Drew likes to get to the rim, but he's developed a mid-range jumper for when the defense is playing him that way.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, there's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. New Orleans leading by 9.
The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And he gets it to go. Davis has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Lakers. Ball dishes to Favors. Now Ingram. He has 5. Kicks the ball. Rondo on the double team. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. Here's Favors. And the rejection by James. Pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up, consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis.
Oh!
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
The pass to Williamson. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
and there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot. 3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Holiday against Kuzma. Holiday, the pass to Williamson. They double him with James. Back to Holiday. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in. Holiday's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
To score, Holiday does not need to get all the way to the rack. He uses a wide variety of floaters in the lane.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And with all the uncertainty in New Orleans last season, Drew Holiday staying focused on winning games.
You know, Kevin, with everything he's been through, whether it's his injuries, his wife dealing with her own health scare, it gives you perspective on things.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. James outside. The fader. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from McGee.
He could have tried to force a shot there. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Favors. He's covered by Daniels. Favors can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Cousins kicks to Daniels. Feeds to McGee. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors got 4 rebounds in this game. And he banks in the layup. Alexander Walker's got his first points in this one.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
A great play call, perfectly in rhythm, ending with the powerful flush by Cousins.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Daniels. Chalk up 2 there. Now, Smitty, if you were playing today, who would you least like to see coming at you on a fast break?
I think in his prime, it would be LeBron James. Russell Westbrook is another guy I'd be kind of afraid of. I know it'd be a collision. But I say right now, it has to be Giannis because of the force and his jumping ability and the way he just glides to the rim.
Yeah, it'd be a nightmare. You're right. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Lets a floater go. James looking it over. Took him no time at all on that one. James has got 16 points.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Some changes for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Daniels. And Bradley's subbed in for Cook. 1:29 left to play here in the third. Holiday goes in. And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
One of the better defenders in the league. Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
Great open look there.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Double team on Holiday. Now here's Hayes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Hart. Clock at 6. Outside for Redick. Shoots from the elbow. 2 points. That one goes. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
Redick is just a thorough scorer. He looks calm and collected, rising up from any place on the court.
Knocked loose. And here's Bradley.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Passes to Williamson. Outside, Redick for the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Avery Bradley applying the heat. You can see why he's been first team all defense.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Lakers trail by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's Bradley in at the small forward.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Ball dishes to Williamson. Back to Ball. Bradley on the double team. Here's Hart. Offline with his 3. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Rondo. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
New Orleans leading by 4. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Hart, that's good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Rondo finds Green. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kuzma brings the double team. Pass to Hart. Just 5 on the clock. They get it again. Hayes. And it's blocked by Bradley.
Well, we know he can get up. Avery Bradley making a great defensive play.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. LeBron's checked in for Los Angeles. It's Ingram on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. 5 to shoot. Unloads. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
To the middle, here's Redick. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the passing of Ingram, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball effortless. And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. The free throw drops for Redick. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
There's the pass to Davis. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. That's 12 points for Davis.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Ball. Favors trying to break free. Banked in off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
And the height of Ball really allows him to finish over the defense. Even when you make contact, he just seems to power through with his size.
Here's Green, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on J.J. Redick.
And looking back, an underrated part of the DeRozan-Kawhi trade, the Raptors also getting Danny Green. Green, one of the better 3-and-D wings in the league, way more than a throw-in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. And you look at Danny Green's play at both ends. Hard to believe the Spurs gave him up.
I mean, over 40% from long range, locked down defensively. Not a lot of flash, but plenty of substance to his game.
And he makes both free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Ball, the pass to Favors. He kicks it to Redick. Pass to Williamson. Rondo against Ball. Sweet little floater. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
It's LeBron with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on J.J. Redick.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for New Orleans. And he sinks the second. New Orleans leading by 6. Ball dishes to Favors. Kicks it to Ingram. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Rondo heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
What a display from Rondo, just coming alive when his team needs a bucket.
Pass to Williamson. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Rondo against Favors. 5 on the clock. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Davis.
They needed that bucket. The aggression of AD when he senses a big moment, not something you can teach.
Kuzma against Holiday, and the dunk by Williamson.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments, not Zion.
LeBron against Favors. And Davis throws it down.
This just in. AD is not going to buckle up and fold. He's unafraid of the moment.
Holiday against Green. Holiday gets the bucket, and the Pelicans lead by 4.
Not the flashiest guy most of the time. Holiday prefers to just get down to business, especially when the game is tight.
And James throws it down hard.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. In the corner, it's Ingram for 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
And Ingram is always ready to score in clutch situations. A guy you can depend on to give you his best.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 5. 41 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Drew Holiday.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Evan is trying to keep him focused.
Thank you, David. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Williamson.
Long and wiry. Drew Holiday, tough to contain when he runs the pick and roll. Draws the defense attention, then drops the dime.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Tries a three off the inbound. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
The defense fell asleep on the inbounds play and totally forgot about the perimeter jumper. The offense burned them there.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They lead by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Los Angeles with some changes. "12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Rondo kicks to Green, takes the 3. Rondo, no good.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. He never gave up and challenged the deep.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, are just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K.